My name is Marquise Dennis, and I am the founder and executive director of Birthright Living Legacy. I remember feeling so hurt, and I felt like, man, how many dads are there out there that are in this situation where they want to be in their children's lives, but because of the way the system is structured and set up, I can't even be able to take care of myself, let alone have time to be in my child's life. When I started to think about it, I was like, man, if there was a group that existed for dads, those that were in my situation, but those that were also not in my situation, dads that are around their kids and see their kids every day, what difference would it make in our society if we had those different types of fathers all together where they can learn from each other? That's where Birthright Living Legacy was founded, from the idea of fathers having community to be able to learn from one another and to be able to gain skills and to keep motivated on how important they are to their children. And then to remind the world that both parents are intrinsically valuable to a child and that there's nothing that is going to replace both parents being very active, very involved into their children's lives. The process just has to be looked at differently. It has to be one of those things where people start to figure out, okay, well, what is a prison designed to do? Is it really serving the purpose? If not, let's reconstruct it and change the way that it's going. Because we lock up more people in our society than any other country combined. And it's not making us better. It's actually making us worse. That creates such a strain on society that it's really hard to get out of that cycle. And then when you see that cycle, you think that's normal life, so of course you're going to repeat it. And that's why we see such a high recidivism rate, and that's why we see where some of these things are not working the way that they were designed, is because we're not actually putting those things into place. So although not perfect, the progress that we have is leaps and bounds beyond what we've done before. And my hope is that people start to realize what a blessing it is to have a governor who has started to rally around this idea of what if we were to be able to embrace those that were not as privileged as others and give them a way to make it. Let's make Oklahoma known for being the best state to raise a family. That means that even though crime may happen, we're going to handle it in a humane way that is going to help people to be able to see what happened, justify that there needs to be a change, and then we're going to put them on a path that's not set for me, but set for them. But let's do like Governor Stitt is doing. Let's actually put policy to be able to create ways to where the Sarah Stitt Act can make place, where the commutations can take place. But we're not just freeing people for no reason. We're freeing people so they can have an opportunity to impact their families and their communities in a positive way. They've sat down, they've done their time. Now we've given them amazing opportunities because they've been programming while inside. They can continue those programs once they get out because there's other programs. There's programs like mine. The fathers that we help come to us because they just want to get better. There's tools and things that they know that they're missing, that they wish that they had, and they're wondering, where does this stuff exist? And when we sit down and go through the curriculum and talk, they're like, wow, my dad wasn't as bad as I thought. Or I'm not as bad as I thought. Wow, I didn't realize that that was something I should be doing. I can lean into that more. That hope, man, giving people that hope to know that they have what it takes to make it is amazing. If I can only give one piece of advice to a father, you'll never go wrong being present with your children. Never give up investing in your children. Never.